NFL draft is in the books. Let's give the Vikings a big old juicy grade. All right, welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus Show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus. Bittersweet day of the draft is in the books, but we got ourselves some brand new shiny Vikings. I'm very excited.
Yeah, now we can start thinking how these players fit on the roster, start thinking about the depth chart for 2023. And before we do all that, though, we got to go back and grade these picks, grade this draft, figure out what went right, what went wrong.
Yeah, we realize this is way too early to actually grade it, but it's fun. We're more grading on the value, stuff like that. So we'll look back at this 3 years from now and be like, wow, wow, that guy was really good, or he was really bad.
Yeah.
Hit that sub button.
Yeah, do it. Feels good.
Let's get to 10,000 subs.
Today.
All right, let's start off. Round one, baby.
Yeah, there it is. Wide receiver Jordan Addison. You can't fill every need with one pick, but Jordan Addison presented a need and a value. They're at pick 23. The running receivers happened, I think it was at pick 20. Just boom, 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 came off the board. And we ended up with Jordan Addison, the best damn route runner on the board. And that's the big thing, I think, with this guy. He's going to come in, make an impact because he's already such a damn good route runner.
Yeah, I mean, O'Connell, we saw the clips of him basically saying he's gonna start day one. He's a day one starter, day one impact player, and that's what we're gonna get. And yeah, I love the pick, and we said it on a few other videos, but I think Brian Flores coming in gave us the ability to go offense first overall, even if you hate it.
Yeah, I mean, the other option obviously would have been there with the guy with Joey Porter Jr., but Jordan Addison, equal value. So the offensive-minded coach won out on this one.
All right, let's go to round three. Mekhi Blackman, the safety, or cornerback. We trade back, get him right at the end of round three.
Yeah, I mean, this is the one I think maybe you could argue about the value and be like, maybe this was a little bit early, but you read other things and they're pretty much saying he went where he should have. I love the fact that you trade back, get some extra picks, and still make this pick. I mean, he's a feisty, aggressive corner, and I like that about Blackman. And a little bit handsy. We already talked about, he's probably going to draw some flags, gets that cleaned up. We got ourselves a nice physical corner here.
Yeah, I mean, he's a man-to-man cover, very physical. Brian Flores is probably drooling over this guy. He probably wanted him earlier. And, the more I read on him, the more happier I'm with it. I mean, he was the second-rated PFF cornerback in college football. 3 interceptions last year in his only season at USC. So nose for the football, physical. I like it. It's going to be very curious how much time he sees as a rookie. I mean, is this a guy they got to gradually bring on, or they just throw to the wolves because their depth chart is so wishy-washy?
He is a wolf out there.
Ooh! All right, round 4, Jay Ward, safety / corner from LSU, double dipping on the secondary.
Everything you read about this guy is versatile. He can play safety, come up, he can play some nickel. Another big hitter here, another physical player. So Brian Flores getting this type of back who's going to come up and be in your face and not afraid to lay a hit. So, yeah, I mean, round 4 for Jay Ward. This is about where he's supposed to come off the board. So the value's there as well.
Yeah, and the Vikings defensive back coach Jones was Ward's defensive coordinator in 2021. So he knows exactly what they're getting in him. And, he played safety at LSU, but everything's saying basically he's going to be a slot corner. He's too small to be a safety in the NFL, but still gives you some versatile, he can do things. Versatility in the backfield. And a very good special teamer, a few blocked kicks, and was a hot name at the Senior Bowl.
No, he's a hot name in Minnesota.
He's going to be a hot name in Minnesota. I love the fact that they're very familiar with this guy, Jones being his coach at LSU. And I love the fact that he can play some special teams. Also, they're making this secondary theirs. I mean, over the last 2 years, between last year's draft, this year's draft, it's theirs. They're all in.
Who's next? Kalen Roy, defensive tackle, LSU. This is one of my favorite picks of the entire draft. I wanted this guy. Was all over him. I would have been happy with him in round 3. Interior defender. I wanted this D-line to be improved. We wait till round 5 to do it. I didn't think Roy would still be there. We traded back up to get him. And everything you read about him, high motor, high energy player, feels like his best football. He just keeps getting better and better. And hopefully that trend continues, and he just continues to improve his game and be that all-around defender. I expect him probably to be playing end here in the Vikings 3-man front, maybe kick inside if we go for 4 down linemen.
Yeah, I mean, they traded up to get him. They wanted him. He didn't just fall in their laps. They wanted him, and he's big, powerful, not the most athletic, not the most nimble guy. but his big thing, power, good leverage. And with this defensive line right now, you could see him as a rookie. You could see old Roy Boy out there very early.
Absolutely.
All right, a guy that we probably won't see, at least next year, is our new quarterback, Jaron Hall.
Yeah, we said it all through this whole draft season. We need to grab a quarterback at some point in this draft. Obviously, when the draft kicked off, we were all hoping Richardson, the Vikings, would make a move up for him. That didn't happen. DTR was another popular name. We thought maybe the Vikings would go out and get. He ended up getting sniped, I think, in round 4. Then it was kind of a bit of a run, and the Vikings end up in round 5 waiting and getting Jaron Hall, who many had, ranked probably even higher than those guys that were taken ahead of him. He does give you some ability with his legs. He can take off and run. Very productive at BYU. Not the strongest arm, but an accurate arm. And for a developmental quarterback, this ain't so bad at all.
No, it ain't bad. 12th quarterback taken. If you're going to tell me he was the 12th quarterback taken, I'll call you a damn liar. Sounds like injury concerns bumped him down because he was well worth higher than a 164th pick overall. But either somebody got it and kept stealing it, but I've seen it in multiple places now in profiles of him that he's a poor man's Russell Wilson. So you got to get excited about it, and that just goes back to his legs, his arm, developmental guy. Comes into a great situation. He'll be Kevin O'Connell's little toy to see if he can mold him into a beautiful quarterback the future. But you got to be realistic. If you're drafting a guy in round 5 at quarterback, he's probably meant to be a backup.
Yeah, and unless you get lightning in a bottle, get one of these rare cases where this guy develops. And that's fine. I'd love to have a backup quarterback that we develop. That's our guy. We haven't had that in forever.
He's going to be fun as hell to watch in the preseason.
Can't wait.
So Dwayne McBride, our brand new power running back, getting those tough yards. Again, another guy that I think we got a lot of value in. O'Connell said they had him as like a starter. Like he is ready to start in the NFL right now. So they think they got one hell of a gift there.
Yeah, I was reading some draft grade this morning that said, they thought he was going to go 2 rounds earlier. You look at the production at UAB, really off the charts. The charts, you mentioned it, power back, which is nice. Now we can, pair him with Madison and just keep punching guys in the mouth, hitting these teams over and over again, wearing down these D lines. But yeah, a little bit of fumbling issues here. Again, I really didn't think we were going to take a running back. Honestly, what I would have done here, you can be nitpicky, but Andrew Voorhees was there, the guard. I would have took him, put him on a red shirt, and then you have a really high-quality potential starting right guard there next year. But we went with the running back. And then, again, I think something we should probably mention was McBride, Ward, Blackman. These guys, Addison, weren't these guys all at the top 30 visit too?
Yeah, something to keep an eye on in the coming years. They must have fell in love with these guys, but McBride, Dalvin Cook's gonzo. And McBride, I think, sees the field before anything like anyone like Ty Chandler in Wangu. I think him and Madison could be one hell tag team partner.
Yeah, I think so. And it's I'd love to see Ty Chandler get out there, but for whatever the reason, Vikings are looking at running backs hard this year, and they end up going with McBride. And AK said, I think he's going to get a lot of work for a 7th round pick.
Yeah, and I was actually surprised for how involved they seem to be or interested in running backs that they actually waited this long. But they get a guy that could have went in round 5, so I love it. But let's grade this thing right now. All the picks. I don't know your grade, but I'm going to let you go first.
So, you look at what they did here. They addressed, I think, all their biggest needs. So you're not sitting here after the draft thinking, oh, my God, they didn't do anything here. So that was damn good. I think the value throughout this thing, these guys came out the board pretty much about where they were supposed to. No horrible reaches here. Again, I would have done something different with round 7 pick, but that's just me. I'm going to give it a B. I think it's a solid B. I don't think it's overly sexy. I don't think there's I think it's kind of a meat and potatoes draft where you're filling needs, getting good value across the board.
Potatoes. Love meat and potatoes. You said it. We got everybody pretty much where they were supposed to go. A couple guys, we got a couple steals on, but we didn't get the guy that was like, holy shit, he should not be on the board. I cannot believe we just got him, which is always fun. We did get Ivan Pace as an undrafted free agent, so that was fun. Yeah. But it filled a lot of needs. When you look at the positions we grabbed, not overly surprised. So I'm gonna go B-. Addison was a home run, and I like some of those later round picks. The Ward and Blackman, they're gonna prove me wrong, make me look like an idiot, but I wasn't overly excited about those ones.
No, and I think that's, I don't know if it was just us finally getting more mature. But I wasn't
we're not mature
over any of these picks. I was just it's fine with them. They're fine.
Yeah, we didn't have that one player that we're like in round 4. We're like, we have to go Google him. We don't know who that is. And we were well aware of all these guys, which makes it a lot easier. So I like the class. I like the guys they went after in the positions. B from Lupagus, B- for me. Let us know comments. What do you grade this thing?
And remember this: the Lions roar can be heard from 5 miles away.